Many of you may not know how India is actually using Davos this year. It isn't a showcase anymore, it's a sales pitch for a world on fire. To understand the stakes, you have to understand Davos. It is the world's ultimate marketplace for sovereign trust. This is where 3,000 of the global elite CEOs of trillion-dollar funds and world leaders decide where the next decade of capital will flow. The intent of this video is simple: to show you why the smartest money at Davos 2026 isn't looking west for safety. It's looking at India. For years, India was just a growth story. In 2026, it is an arbitrage machine. The US and EU stand on the precipice of a brutal trade war over Greenland ultimatum. India is positioning itself as the world's only neutral, high-scale harbor. We aren't just setting up a booth. We are on a predatory sales mission to lock in 3 massive gains. Not despite global chaos, but because we are the only ones offering a way out of it. People won't look at India automatically. It is a fragmented world and you have to push. That is why India's pavilion on Promenade 63 isn't a lounge this year. It is a working hub. The real push is coming from a record-breaking presence of 10 Indian states, led by 6 CEO chief ministers. We aren't just seeing federal ministers like Ashwini Vaishnav. We are seeing state leaders running their regions like competing tech companies. Maharashtra is here with a staggering 16 lakh crore target, proving that their 75 conversion rate on past MOUs isn't a fluke. Andhra Pradesh is back with N. Chandrababu Naidu pitching speed as a service to semiconductor and green hydrogen giants. This is India's secret weapon. While US and EU leaders are logged in angry dialogues over Arctic territory, Indian state CEOs are on the promenade, signing direct deals, offering single window clearances and subsidized land. They are selling certainty in an uncertain world. Let's look at the predatory window. 2 days ago, the US administration issued a final warning, a 10% tariff starting February 1st, rising to 25% by June, targeting 8 European nations until they negotiate Greenland. Europe is reeling. India is using this exact moment of fear to finalize the India-EU FTA, scheduled for signing on January 27th. This is a rescue mission. India is expanding its trade footprint by offering the EU a safe harbor. We give them zero duty access for textiles and pharma. They give us the precision engineering and deep tech needed to build our industrial core. By leveraging the US's adversarial stand towards its own allies, India is securing a $250 billion trade corridor that previously took decades to negotiate. While the US tries to buy Greenland for its minerals, India is just buying the patents to unlock its own. Through the National Critical Mineral Mission, NCMM, India has the 3rd largest rare earth reserves in the world. Our problem was never the ore, it was the refining technology. Nordic countries like Sweden and Finland have the world's best tech. But their own environmental laws make new mining at home almost impossible. India is importing zero-waste mining patents from the Nordics and applying them to its own 1,200 exploration projects. This moves India from raw ore exporter at $2 per kg to high-purity magnet producer at $60 per kg. While the West fights over Arctic ice, India is quietly becoming the world's newest mineral superpower by trading market access for intellectual property. Finally, the diplomatic heft of the third way. In 2026, the US dollar is a weapon. If you trade in it, you're subject to Washington's rules. India and the EU have just entered the final stage of linking UPI with Europe's TIPS system. This isn't just a payment app update. It is a parallel financial rail that bypasses SWIFT. For an Indian SME, this means real-time settlement with zero currency hedging costs, saving an estimated $2.1 billion annually. But the real gain is sanction insulation. This digital bridge ensures that even if the US-EU road turns into a total financial freeze, India-EU trade remains untouchable. The Greenland gamble was meant to prove that US is still the center of the world. Instead, it's proving that India is the only anchor economy left. As an investor, it's easy to panic when the news cycle turns red. But while the headlines talk about conflict, the strategy and the math tell a different story. India has stopped being a growth story and has become a world's arbitrage machine. The US and EU are busy talking, India is busy transacting. The question for investors at Davos isn't why India? It's which state in India are you signing with first? On that note, thank you for tuning into Hedgenomics and have a great day ahead.